Hi, I'm Keisha Whitaker, and welcome to Our Day. And as always, joining me is Zem, Morgan, and Jay. Welcome. That's all I need to know, because I'm the girl that wants to give back.
We had just invented skateboards. We need to give you an animal.
Like if they come out easily.
And that means it's right?
CBS correspondent Laura Logan was assaulted while doing coverage over in Egypt. She's been criticized that she put herself in harm's way. What do you think about that?
It's chauvinistic. I mean,
It's atrocious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody has said that about Anderson Cooper. A man goes to Egypt and no one says anything about them getting attacked. But if
They're
a
a hero.
woman,
Actually, they're a hero.
They're a
exactly,
hero.
she's vilified not only because she put herself in harm's way, but she also left her children as if she left them hanging on a hook.
Right.
And it didn't break her heart to leave her children every single
To
day.
go off and really inform us, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Really
That's
inform
what
us
we're
and do her
to
job.
go and be sexually assaulted. She chose that.
It's absurd.
Right.
It's
crazy.
it's
Well,
chauvinistic.
Changing the
that's
topic.
letting deviance off the hook by saying that a woman has
Right.
anything
It was her,
to do.
It was her fault.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
She could have
insane
reported naked.
responsible.
I don't care. She could have reported naked. No person deserves to be sexually assaulted. That's all I'm going to say. All right, what age do you guys think it's okay to have a Facebook page? I have 3 daughters, 14, 12, 19, and a dog that happens to be on Facebook.
I'm all for it. I mean, for me, again, this goes back to parenting. Let the kids go on. Teach them what's right, what's wrong. I'm not worried about my kids going on Facebook at all.
I just have a rule. I see every email that goes out,
You have
and
the
I
passwords.
have their passwords,
When does
and
it
I
stop?
say no.
I have the same rule with my husband.
It stops when they exactly. It stops when they turn 18. My job is to teach them and lead a life that they can emulate from 0 to 18.
I've never
you
seen
can't
them to
teach them these
emulate.
skills without sneaking and finding
I'm
out
not
what.
sneaking. It's a complete, frank, open conversation about bullying, about what the internet
so
does
true.
to your communication levels.
But by reading their emails, when do you allow them to make mistakes?
I want to have accountability. I think teaching children to have manners. and
Accountability if they get
accountability-
caught by making the mistake. They have to learn to make mistakes.
I tell them that they have to ask me for permission if they feel like somebody they shouldn't friend. If they shouldn't accept some type of.
See, I would rather raise my kid to find something and then them come to me and say, "What is this, Daddy? Why is this person asking me this?"
Except when it's
But that
too
is
late.
what they do. I'm
Too
sure.
late.
Sometimes
It's
it is,
too
sometimes
late.
it is too late.
Sometimes
it
it's
is
too
too
late.
late. I've definitely been on my kid's Facebook and I'm like, whoa, don't friend that person. You know, I have a 19-year-old and she has a very funny, snarky sense of humor. And she quotes songs all the time. And sometimes my dad will call me and go, what the hell does that mean? And I'm like, oh, Dad, that's a quote from Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds, relax.
I could bet my grandparents had this conversation when the TV came out, when the telephone came out.
I think it's
there are
time to
so
put the
many-
parent back in parenting.
Yeah,
That's what
I
I think.
agree.
That's what
All
I'm
right, so
saying.
you guys, there was a man in Ohio who was texting while driving, and unfortunately, he killed his daughter. What do you think about
tragic.
texting while driving, and what do you think, his
I'm
crime
guilty of
or
it. I think we're
punishment
probably
should
all
be?
guilty of it. He should go to jail.
I think that's why it pains me so much, because it could have been me. And I think when stories like that happen, you
It's a
need
reality
to
check.
exactly. So I do not text while I drive. The only time I touch my phone is if I'm at a stoplight or I'm stopped. But I think he's paying for it for the rest of his life
The
with
guilt,
the shame
the
and the guilt.
shame. It's
His
horrible.
daughter that survived will never forgive him. His wife will never forgive him.
But they shouldn't.
He should have to teach the world his story.
To know better.
I think that's true. I mean, my daughter cries every single time that she catches me just trying to start a phone call.
Oh, wow.
She just,
I mean,
she
you
falls
did
apart.
good.
I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been
get yelled
guilty
at
of it.
all the
I've
time.
been guilty of it. I'm a lot better at
Especially I
it.
have 2 devices. I'm like
Yeah,
on 2
I try
devices
to
driving
drive.
with
How do you
with my knee.
Okay, well,
Do
I-
not drive next to
No.
me.
Exactly. I do
No.
not want to be on the road with
No.
you.
I'm
What kind
I'm
of
a
car do you
good knee
drive?
driver. SUV. It's very.
Oh my
Oh
gosh!
my
So now
gosh.
it's like
Oh my
5,000 pounds.
You're driving, he's driving a
barreling
mini
as he's
trailer,
like-
As he comes
barreling towards
barreling
us,
towards
driving
my
with his
Prius.
knee. All right,
got
so
in a
here's
car
another
accident.
one that, I grew up with parents that smoked. I could not stand it. New York City is banning outdoor smoking. What do we feel?
Is this for-
May 23rd, smoking in city parks, beaches, boardwalks, pedestrian plazas, and other public and private spaces will be banned.
Is this for?
Do you think it's meddling too much?
I think we have to find out where this law came from. If the people speak and they don't want it, then stop it. Maybe we could have smoking restaurants and
I
smoking
hate
designated-
walking
sections.
into smoke.
When you
I know,
walk
but
down
you
the
wouldn't
street in
shouldn't
New
go there.
York,
It's the worst.
Yeah.
it's different in LA, but when you walk down the street in New York, you are literally walking behind someone as they exhale their toxins and secondhand smoke behind you. I have my children run in front of them. You can choose to poison yourself with a cigarette, but by being around all of us, you are not giving us a right to choose whether we want to smoke or not.
It's true.
So that's
It's
why I
true.
believe
Well, I think
in
as
this
an
law.
environmentalist, the thing that bothers me the most is when they throw their butts on the ground. It's super
yeah,
foul. So
yeah.
if it's designated area, then they have to dispose of it properly.
Smoking restaurants, smoking clubs.
Right, you have the basic right to decide, do I want to go here? I know they allowed cigarette smoke. One of the worst things that ever happens is you're out at a cafe and you're sitting there and you're eating and then
Exactly.
someone starts sparking up. You know, you're eating your meal. That's great, they finished theirs, I'm just starting mine. I'm not for it, I say I can't wait till May 23rd.
Me too.
Next we have Zem going to show us how to do an eco-friendly mani-pedi.
Whether you're getting a mani or a pedi, you want to make sure you're avoiding as many chemicals as possible. You can smell them, you can feel them. Well, those are totally avoidable. This one is a water-based remover that's odorless and doesn't have any of those nasty chemicals like acetone or fragrance or phthalates, and it takes it off really quickly. Before I paint my nails, I want to moisturize. Did you know that 60% of what you put on your skin actually gets absorbed into your bloodstream? That's why I like to look for lotions that are healthy enough you could eat them. Now it's time for polish. Traditional nail polish pollutes the environment during production. It can cause health problems when inhaled or absorbs through the skin. To avoid that, look for one of the eco nail polishes. This is not your mama's nail polish, well, unless you're my daughter. Watch it. It's better for you and it's better for the environment. Free of formaldehyde, toluene, DBP, camphor, ethyl acetate, all sorts of the other chemicals that you simply can't pronounce. You know how they tell you you shouldn't get your nails done while you're pregnant? Well, that is no longer true. Just make sure that you look for a water-based nail polish. And if you get your nails done at a salon, make sure to ask them for eco-friendly polish. Or you can always BYOP, bring your own polish.
Wow, Zem, I had no idea.
You know what? I have a question though. Does it, since it's water-based, does that mean that if you put it on your kids, they can shower and it'll stay on for a long time as well?
Absolutely. Yeah,
That
that's
is
awesome.
so awesome. And you know what else? If everybody keeps saying that they want them at the nail salons,
They'll start
They'll get
carrying
'em.
it. Right?
Absolutely.
And I'm
Perfect.
finding it at more and more salons these days.
great.
which is
And
good
I
news.
loved your little BYOP. Hello. I'm so busy
like that
BYOB and I forgot about BYOP.
I think it's time for all of us to have a piggy paint party.
That's right. I
Jay?
love it.
Jay, you down?
Sure, I will.
All right.
I will be part of that.
All right, so Morgan, what is your must-have for spring?
Well, my must-have for spring is to protect my eyes and my wrinkles. So I've got this great
Feeling you.
sunglass tip that you are going to love. The delicate tissue around our eyes is where we see wrinkles and fine lines first. But how can you enjoy the outdoors and still keep yourself protected? Well, I don't know about you, but sunscreen around my eyes seeps in and makes them burn. I've got a great tip for you. Next time you go sunglass shopping, how about skipping those fashion frames that leave your eyes open and vulnerable and going for a wraparound sunglass? See how they protect that vulnerable tissue around my eyes? You can get them in any price point. Just make sure that they are UVA and UVB ray protected. You're going to be thanking me with younger looking eyes for decades.
All right, that was great. I thought those glasses looked pretty hot. What do you think, Jay? Women wrinkles, men wrinkles?
We don't
What do
get
you think?
wrinkles. Men don't get wrinkles.
No. Men get wrinkles.
wrinkles.
It's just that you become dashing and debonair,
Absolutely.
and women just
Old and
become
haggard.
Exactly.
Now, do you guys have iPads?
Yes.
Do we have iPads?
My
I
kids.
got an
My kids
iPad
do.
for
I
my
don't use the
anniversary.
iPad. That was your anniversary
That's a whole
present?
nother subject.
Ooh, that must have been a fight.
No,
I got
I
one
saw
for my
the box.
anniversary.
I thought it was jewelry. I opened it and I'm like, what the?
Was there a fight? I mean,
It
did
was
this?
an iPad. No, I got the jewelry.
Did you
later.
smile? Oh, you got.
I love it because it eliminates all paper for me. I get Wired magazine on it. I get Dwell.com.
Eco-friendly.
I get everything on it.
I have
Eco-friendly,
Oprah
and I get all my
I have
books.
all Oprah's quotes downloaded on mine.
But I found it really cumbersome without a good case. I am
I got the
so
bedazzled
in
one.
love with this. So I've been looking and looking, and most of them, I want to tell you, off gas, and they're disgusting. I mean, you can smell the chemicals.
The plastic ones.
Well,
yep.
also the leather. The chromium dye in the leather is also super toxic. Not to mention they usually just don't function well, and I love form, function, and environmental consciousness. So this one, by Now, which is a company that's totally conscious, is made out of 100% recycled wool.
Oh, wow.
And it's got
put
pockets
stuff.
for your credit card, and this is for your passport. I just think it's brilliant. It functions really well.
And it has
Can-
its own
it's got a
stand.
stand.
Awesome.
So this is my iPad must-have.
Okay, so now I know how you protect your iPad. Let me tell you how I use my iPad to protect my children. Do you know the people in your neighborhood? Not to quote Mr. Rogers. I'm a mom, I have 3 daughters, and I always put safety first, and I always put family first. So it's really important to just be aware of your surroundings. Now, I'm not talking about the neighbor to the right and the one to the left, but do you know if there's any danger possibly lurking in your neighborhood? So I set out on a little mission, and what I did is I went online. It basically brought me through the process. Number 1, put in your zip code and your address. So I put in my zip code, put in my address, and then it showed me, I cringed when it first came up, but knowledge is power. It showed me all of the registered sex offenders in my neighborhood along with photos and actual addresses. No parent wants to think that this is around their home, but I have 3 daughters, they ride bikes, they walk to Starbucks, they trick or treat. I want to know the people that are a possible danger to my family. Be responsible. You know what? Knowledge is power. Know your hood. Now, to end our day, we are going to jump in the kitchen with Jay, and he's going to teach us how to make a healthy after-school snack.
Okay, so after school, the kids come home, they're hungry. And for me, food, it's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to make the kids have fun with it. And especially if you want them to keep healthy. If you want your kids to be healthy, you have to, number 1, bring them in the kitchen, and you have to have fun in the kitchen. If you can do something like dumplings, it's a great way to hide vegetables that kids are kind of afraid of.
Yeah.
Dumplings are fun. Everyone likes dumplings. Who doesn't like dumplings? You can use whatever you want. You can use whatever's left over in the refrigerator, or you can use meat, chicken, greens. Today we're going to do all vegetarian. And we have spinach, we have kale, scallions, carrots, all
Nice.
in the fridge. And we are going to saute them in a little bit of garlic and olive oil. We're going to put them in our Cuisinart and make a little paste with some soy sauce or some pepper, whatever you like. You can put hot sauce in. Wait, let's put some scallions in there. With some and then we are going to take our dumpling skins, which are pre-made, and we are going to fill them. Little egg white. Who cares what the dumpling looks like? So I'm going to make like a little bag. Put a little water in and steamed them, and within 7 minutes, you have dumplings.
All right, come on,
Ready
you
to
guys.
try?
Let's dig in.
All right, you be the king's taster.
I'll be the king's taster. It's delicious. All right, so that was Fun Dumplings with Jay. Thank you so much. So, that was our day. Go ahead and make yours a good one.